What up, everybody? Welcome to Gameover Entertainment. Today, bringing y'all a new trailer breakdown for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, Episode 3, Above the Law. Now, this trailer was just released today, maybe yesterday, depending on what time I get this video out, but link is going to be in the description if you want to watch this on your own time, because here, I'm going to be talking all over this trailer and giving my thoughts about certain scenes and certain situations that I see going down. And there is a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and kick things off here. Play.
Tell me how it happened. How did she die?
I like what I'm seeing right here in this first scene, a community. So New Frontier, they're not the cold, ruthless, stereotype villain that just wants to do evil things for no purpose other than to be evil. Okay, it looks like David is going to be more of a complex character here. Has his little community inside New Frontier. It's not made of it's not like an all male, all criminal female group. There are kids here. There is a community here. There is life to be had here in New Frontier. People are actually growing up here in this community, and just seeing this as a part of David means his character can be a little bit more interesting, man. We can actually know how he's still a good person in the inside, somewhere inside of him. He still has some kind of good in him, but his group, what he represents now, has maybe it's not where he wants it to be, but at least he still has some type of good intention. So it's going to make the villain just a little bit more dynamic, and I can appreciate that.
How did she die? She was just standing there, minding her own business. And then someone put a bullet in her head. An animal with your mark.
So Javier not covering up the truth, not sugarcoating it one bit, letting him know. I just want to see David's first reaction to knowing that, Badger, one of his lieutenants, was responsible for this massacre that happened, and his own daughter was involved. I just want to know his initial reaction. Like right here, it looks like he's taking it in, like, man, damn it. Like, it's just written all over his face, like, fuck. And also this sign in the back right here. We're going to see this sign a little bit later on in the trailer. You are welcome, Richmond. New world. All right. So, yeah, New Frontier took over this hoe. You are welcome, Richmond. I'm still curious about what Richmond was like before New Frontier came in. Was it a hostile takeover? Based on what we seen New Frontier do before in the past, most likely it was. What happened to the original residents of Richmond? Are they all dead, or is there still survivors out there who we can actually talk to and learn more about what happened here? Okay, what kind of place was this before New Frontier came into it?
I'm scared, Javi. Everything inside me screams to get away from here. This place. It's a cage.
So spoiler alert, Not really, but Kate is okay. Kate is fine. Kate, who I thought could have possibly have died last episode, she wasn't looking so well, being shot in the stomach area, that could be fatal. But it looked like she makes a full recovery here in the trailer. Maybe, or maybe not. Now, this is something I think Telltale could do if they really want to make the choices matter. Like, if you think about it, in episode 1, you had two options at the end of episode 1. You had either stay with Clementine and fend off against New Frontier, or leave with your family. And if you left with your family, you got a scene where you actually tried to help the doctor with Kate. And everything looks more hopeful in that scene. The doctor saying, there's a chance she could pull through. It's possible. But if you don't go with Kate, she really gives Kate the death sentence. And if Telltale really want to make their choices matter, they would have that play a part in episode 3 right here. Like Kate not living because you weren't there to help her out. If you actually did side with Clem and actually did fight off New Frontier. If they want to make some of these choices really have an impact, I think that's one that could be weighed. Now, it's possible in episode 3 that could be the case right here, but I doubt it. I doubt that they would do that with Kate's life, put her on the line, make her a determinate character like that. But I think it would just make replayability of New Frontier just so much more interesting if they did make choices like that. But continuing on.
It's a cage.
Hope you know I'm not about to make nice with New Frontier.
Damn! You see Javier's face? You like, I know you did not just let Ava knock you on your ass like that. Let's play that back, though.
You know I'm not about to make nice with New...
What the? Are you serious, man? I'm liable to call BS on this scene right here. It just, I don't know. It's kind of far-fetched, man. Ava, she's barely standing like, she's almost half a Trip size, bro. Trip probably has twice as much weight on her, and he's getting knocked out like this by Ava. Are you serious, man? I mean, and it's not just like she punched him and he was dazed. She punched him and he is out. He fell out like he was going to go unconscious right here. Oh my goodness, Trip. You lost some cool points in this scene right here. If he had any chance of getting Eleanor back before, the girl he was crushing on earlier on in episode 1 and 2, all that is gone if she saw this go down, because this is embarrassing. All right, but no wonder he doesn't like New Frontier, man.
Hope you know I'm not about to make nice with New Frontier.
As soon as I get a moment alone with David, I'll get to the bottom of this.
Clementine, you were part of the New Frontier.
Oh, and let's go back really quickly. I just skimmed over this scene. All right, so this actually tells me a lot about the playthrough going on here. Because one character we see right here that is not alive in a lot of people's playthroughs is Conrad. Right here. You can see him right here still in the scene. But I specifically remember killing him. So I guess this is the path where you actually turn Clementine over to New Frontier. You use her as a bargaining chip and let Conrad stay alive. All right, so this is that option right here. So I don't know if this scene is all across the board. This may be just exclusive to people who actually chose that choice. You know, Clementine actually being there, being captured with them, being holed up in this room here. I'm curious how the other end of things are going to turn out if Clementine is not with the group.
You were part of the New Frontier. Did you know David?
I knew him.
You're done here.
He's not a good guy.
He stays.
You monsters! No!
All right. You guys know this scene. This is the same scene we saw in the teaser that was released last week. And this scene still sucks to watch, you know, AJ being torn from Clementine's arms. But at least we know there's some point in this episode when we'll be able to make choices and play as Clementine. And we'll learn more about her fallout with New Frontier. How did things seemingly start off so good? Because she did want to join the group at some point, and they end up at this point where New Frontier is basically playing CPS, taking people's kids away.
He stays.
You monsters!
I'll take care of my family from now on. This is a send-off? You're just...
All right, let's go back here real quick. I like this little scene with Gabe and David actually play boxing right here in the background. I think it's a good father-son bonding moment. You know, it's been a while since they've seen each other. And it's cool that Dave is not such a tight ass that he won't even play with his son.
This is a send-off? You're just seeing me on my merry way.
Javier and crew being kicked out of New Frontier. But we are missing a couple people here, dog. We're missing Eleanor. Where is the doctor at here? I actually read a crazy theory in my comments before. Someone saying that Eleanor actually works for New Frontier, is actually David's new girlfriend, and has been playing everybody all along. That would be insane. That would be an insane plot twist, but I wish I still had that comment so I give that guy credit, because that was a crazy theory. But man, where is Eleanor at right now? So are they keeping her hostage? I know she's a doctor. She definitely is going to be a valuable asset to New Frontier, no doubt. Now, of course, his family, Kate, Gabe, maybe they wanted to stay. But judging by how Kate's voice was, you know, she wasn't too pleased to be there. So I'm not sure if she's being kept against her will as well in New Frontier while we're being kicked out. You know, this it's an interesting scene. Like, I wonder what goes down between Javier and David. Like, what kind of disagreement happens? I'm guessing that this may be after Javier actually kills Badger. Like, that's why the tension is so high. Like, people of New Frontier, like, no, you can't stay here anymore. You killed one of our lieutenants. But David, perfectly understanding and not want to take out punishment on his brother, because, you know, what he did was justified. You know, that was, you know, he fought Badger. He took him out of the equation, as we saw in the teaser. And he understands, but he just can't stay there because it'd be too hostile if he stayed there. And, you know, Badger's men are still around.
Me on my merry way. I don't see another way. This is what David circled on the map.
I think these came from Prescott.
There's stuff here from the kingdom, spoils from other towns here too.
All right, so we got a little expansion right here. We're getting more into the comic book lore, man. They're talking about the kingdom. You know, what's next? King Ezekiel and Shiva make an appearance? Dude, that would be dope as hell, man, if they did brought those characters into this. But I think this scene is being, like, out of place. I think this scene is meant to fool us, because it doesn't make sense that they would be talking like this and looking at this type of stuff with David still among the group. So this scene right here is kind of confusing. I'm not sure what point in the storyline this takes place, but we've also seen this room before. This is the same room we saw in the teaser. Clementine holding the gun up and David there in the teaser.
These came from Prescott.
There's stuff here from the kingdom, spoils from other towns here too.
Don't make me do this.
What is going on here? And now we get to see some action. We got Jesus here throwing the tomahawk at this walker here. Square point in the head, man. Jesus is just so efficient at killing walkers, man. Drop kicks, decapitations, and you guys, and you know what this is right here. We've seen this before. This is the determinate character curse. Okay, the point in time where the character where you can actually control whether they live or dies in a sequential episode. Okay, we've seen this before. This is Conrad's death right here, guys. This is just a guess. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. This just is what Telltale does. I wish they would stop doing this, though. They were becoming way too predictable with this.
You should be more careful with this.
All right, so Clementine showing Javier how to use his baseball bat. A technique she may have learned from Kenny.
Jesus.
Clem, I don't think he's okay. He's losing it. I mean, that isn't...
Let's go, please.
Gone, but not forgotten.
You should be more careful with this.
And that's going to wrap up the trailer breakdown right there. Didn't go too in depth as I normally do. Just kind of shared my preview thoughts and gave my opinion on how I would like things to go as far as like choices mattering and stuff like that. But one of the biggest questions we still got out there is, where is AJ? Okay, still the big question out there, bro. He's nowhere in sight in the present timeline, and you know, I'm getting kind of worried. I'm getting kind of worried for him, but episode 3 is right around the corner. It's not long now, so next week I'll have my hands on this thing, and I cannot wait, okay? So guys, stay tuned for the gameplay video and an alternate playthrough. That's what's on the menu for next week. Thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you later. Game over. Out.